I think there are certain situations where people are abused. I think what's really terrible is people who get models who aren't really going to be top models and sell this modelling career to them, and then take them to Milan and stick them in a room with 6 other models, and the only way they can eat is by going to nightclubs with businessmen and getting free food, and obviously the connotations involved with that is just despicable.
So when I started, I was 16, so I was young too. Obviously now I'm a couple of years older. But sure, yes, I think we can improve education for young girls who are just starting out and who don't speak much English and don't know about how to take care of themselves. They're without their families and parents.
What you see here in the big shows is so totally above board. It's just like you're dealing with it's a priceless commodity that's not going to get broken, not going to get damaged, but lower down the food chain, it is a really abusive thing. Yeah, totally, and it's shameful.
So you think the young models should have chaperones?
I think, again, it depends the girl. You know, I know some 16-year-olds who are very independent and they're very mature. They can handle themselves, and there are some girls who are even older than 16s, and they've never been away. They're not independent, so they might need somebody to take care of them and help them and kind of guide them.
It's absolutely evil, and you see it. You go out and you see this happening. But then that's to a certain extent that goes on everywhere in every society. You know, it's a trade-off. You know, money, wealth, young people. It's like a vampirism. You know, it's the old sucking on the young. It's drinking their blood.
So I mean, what do you think? I mean, how is it for you? I mean, how old were you when you started?
You're the first model to turn the questions around on me. That's
seriously.
great.
How old were you when you started?
I think I was too young when I started. I started when I was 14. But I grew up in the city, so, you know, it wasn't like I was cut off from a support system. I think that girls who are kids, you know, who are under 18 should have someone with them on shoots. And, you know, I mean, we both know, you know, sometimes you're put
exposed to things and put into situation you're not made comfortable. And if you're working with somebody important and you don't want to, you know, it's your first time, you have nothing to compare to. You don't know what's right and wrong.
How do you think this industry could be improved for the models? Is that something you think about?
I mean, I'm friends with a lot of models, and Carly Kloss, one of the girls that was just in the show, she's from St. Louis, and I think she's completely, I don't want to say normal because that's such a condescending thing, but she's normal. She is. She's really sweet, she's outgoing, she's funny, she's got a great head on her shoulders. And so you see a situation like that, and I don't think it needs to be, you know, but I don't know if she's in a bad place. And there's other girls that might need help or fall victim to temptation, but I think there's temptations in any industry. So I don't know if I have any tips for that wayward model.
Also, you know, you have to be careful in this industry to keep your values the right way, because it does turn it upside down. The things that are most important suddenly are somewhere way back on the list. So you have to really stay grounded. Yeah. It is getting, unfortunately, worse, I think. Like, when we used to model, at least the changing rooms were way better for girls. Now there's, like, no respect. We have to change with 1,000 other people around. So I think it's even going backwards. It's getting worse and worse. Yeah. Like, now we were at Rodarte and everyone was backstage while we were changing, so everyone could see us naked. Back in the days when I started, we had our separate room. Right. And there was some kind of wall that separated us. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it'll ever change because everything is so hectic and last minute, and there are too many girls that will do the job if you don't do it. So I don't think it's possible to unite all the girls and say, no, we want these and these conditions. I think that's crazy. It'll never happen. So I think it's mission impossible.
So Anja's the realist. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.